Mr. Paul George, it is a big deal. Cole Sports presents on the Daily. Well, welcome back to the channel. Cole Johnson is live and in living color on the Daily on Tap presented by Cole Sports. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel because every Monday through Friday, you will be up to date on all things in the world of sports, whether it's in your house, your car, your church, your workplace, or wherever you congregate amongst others. And so this is Tuesday. You know how we get down on Tuesdays. You already heard which person is going to be the I guess you could say the focus of this particular episode. Yeah, because Mr. Paul George, unfortunately, sir, you this week are the recipient of being tone deaf. Now, why is he tone deaf? It's a very simple answer. So this past weekend, the Clippers played the Mavericks and they hosted them. They actually were in the Staples Center and they played the Mavericks. And regular season game. We just started the regular season. It's not really all that big of a deal, right? The Mavericks were up by 50 at halftime. Yeah. I want that to marinate in your spirit. The Mavericks were up on the Clippers by 50 at halftime. The Mavericks were up by 50 on the Clippers at the half. So, you're thinking, well, wait a minute. So 50-point deficit while only scoring 27 points in that first half. All right. Well, we can probably mount a comeback, right? The final score is 124-73. So no shortening of that deficit. Now, I can give one excuse after another. One of them being, well, they played without Kawhi Leonard, who in the game before suffered a horrific elbow to the face. Friendly fire, because it was Serge Ibaka who delivered the elbow, not in a menacing manner, just in reaching for a rebound. And for precautionary measures, Leonard was taken out and he didn't play that game. He was a DNP. Now, the guy who received a 4-year, $190 million extension, and the guy who said that this year he wanted to prove that last year was, I won't say a fluke, but last year was an aberration, got off to an inauspicious start in proving that last year was an aberration by an abhorrent performance at home against a pretty good team, a team that is going to be probably one of those who are going to be jockeying for position with them in the top half of the Western Conference in the Mavericks, a team that they disposed in 6 games this past year in the bubble in the first round of playoffs. After, though, the performance on the court, okay, understandable, although still abhorrent, but understandable. Off the court, Mr. George said that it was no big deal that this 51-point loss happened because it's a regular season. But he went onward to say, I don't believe that he just said this, but still, quote, I take full responsibility. It's a tough game coming after Christmas. I enjoyed my Christmas Day celebration. Today just popped up on me a little too fast. I'll take full responsibility and ownership for that. Coming out and being prepared to play today. Be a different situation come next game, and we will be ready. close quote.
Oh, no, 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 no. No!
You for real?
You've got to be joking me.
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
Really? So you mean to tell me that debacle that only took place 3.5 months before in the bubble, that didn't spur you on to be the number one guy in the absence of your Batman? That wasn't a spark of seeing you hit the backboard side in a game 7 in a playoff game in the fourth quarter? That didn't spur you on to prove that, yes, it's a regular season game, but to prove that you can carry a team because you have a max contract that says the team believes you can. You have history in being a Pacers number one man that says that you have been that. You aren't proving it here. Why? Why are you that I don't want to say insecure, but are you that, I guess, in a crisis of confidence in yourself that you simply cannot deliver? I can't believe I heard this correctly. This was a tough game after Christmas Day, and that you enjoyed your Christmas celebration.
You for real?
You enjoyed your Christmas celebration. That was the reason and rationale as to why you and the other 13, because I can't say 14, and the other 14 players delivered one of the worst performances possibly in regular season history. One of them. I know there's been some that are worse, but it was one of the worst performances in regular season history. Christmas was a little too good for you. You played Christmas night. So how can you say Christmas was a little good, too good, when you played on Christmas Day, or I should say Christmas night, when you went to Denver, and I guess you all felt a little good about yourselves because you avenged the team, at least the first meeting of many. You avenged the team that knocked you out the playoffs back in September. So I guess this was a sign for you to just simply say, we good now.
You've got to be joking me.
I don't get it, George. It's as if you have this penchant to be disappointing for the sake of being disappointing. You had an opportunity to build off of a road win, and you are the engine that sparks, or should be the engine that sparks the effort of, okay, our best player is gone, next man up. That's what we keep hearing. You know, if it's a next man up mentality, look, the talent might not be there, but the effort normally would be greater because you want to make sure that you compensate for the missing piece. And since you didn't compensate for the missing piece,
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
I just don't understand it, George. Christmas Day was too good. You take full responsibility, basically saying that you enjoyed your Christmas Day, and your Christmas Day celebration had to basically be either Christmas Eve or the day after. That was your reason and rationale. Really? Really? The stuff don't add up, man. It does not add up at all. You are playing on a max contract. The team is basically saying You're the man. And we think basically Kawhi is 1A, you're 1B. And considering that Kawhi didn't get the first dibs on a contract extension, you might as well be considered 1A to the Clippers. And Kawhi is 1B. Not trying to start anything, but we all know Kawhi is the reason you're there. So if the Clippers should know that Kawhi was the reason why you got there, then they should take care of Kawhi first. Do they? No. They take care of you first because they think that you are going to be, they think, okay, you're an LA native and you wanted to play at home, and now you're excited that you're playing at home. And so you say wonderful things that endear you to them and the market and saying, well, I want to retire a Clipper. That's great. I'm glad that you want to retire a Clipper. But
Come on!
act like you want to play there. Act as though you want to be invested in playing there for the rest of your career. Don't just act as though this is just another paycheck. I mean, if I were to say on my job, well, yeah, Christmas is good. I don't have to worry about it. When I'm on my job on New Year's, I just don't have it because Christmas is too good. Do you think that will be a valid reason to any of my managers or directors to validate? Oh, well, Cole just simply didn't have it today. No. You get paid. Let me see if my math is correct. After I think you get paid roughly $40+ million a year. And you will get paid $40+ million a year for the next 5. You can't come up short like that. I don't care what you scored in the game. I don't care how many rebounds, assists, blocks, or turnovers even that you had in the game. I don't care about that. I am caring about the effort, which wasn't there. So if you can clean up the effort and actually show that you can be that man, you could be the number one man. If you could prove that on the court, instead of when Kawhi is gone, you're gone too, then chances are we won't be doing this for much longer. Unfortunately, sir, we probably will somewhere down the line during this winter or this spring of the 2021 National Basketball Association season. I didn't have it because of Christmas. Tone down. Now, if you want this shirt that you see right before your very eyes, the description box below has all the details as to where to get it, how to get it, and how to style. Whichever style, hoodies, long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt, or stickers. However you want it, we can provide it for you. And if you think I'm being a little too harsh on Paul George, or if you think that I'm being on point with him in terms of the lackluster performance in the 124-73 loss at home to the Mavericks, in either case, like this video and share throughout your social media. Comment below because your comments mean a lot to me. Don't forget, hit that notification bell and subscribe to this channel for all content that emanates from here. Well, thank you so much, VIP. I love you and I do this for you. For all of us here at Cole Sports, I'm Cole Johnson, and this has been yet another installment of Cole Sports on the visual and on the daily.